Okay, so your category research. So right now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find different niches that we could potentially publish in, and we're going to make a big list in Excel, or you can use Google Docs, or you can use Google Sheets. You can use whatever program you want, but I want to choose Excel. So now I have an Excel spreadsheet, and I just named it niche research list. You can name it whatever you want. But right now, I'm just going to go through Amazon and try and find a bunch of different niches to fill up that list. Now, we know that we're looking for a niche with a specific niche and a specific target audience. So what does it look like? Let me just type in absolutely anything. Books for kids, let's say. And then we can just click on any random book. And then I want to scroll down past the A+ content. And here, product details. You want to go here on see top 100 in books. Now it will take you to the Amazon bestsellers page. Here on the side, you're going to see all these categories. You can go through each and every single one of these categories and try and find niches that you could potentially publish in. So let's just select any random one. Maybe not the Christian ones, maybe not comics and graphic novels. I like crafts, hobbies, and home, and maybe parenting and relationship. So anytime I make a click, I like to open new tabs. Usually when I do niche research, I have like 7, 8 tabs all opened up, because I'm trying to go deep into every single one and I don't want to ever miss out on something. So right here, sports and outdoors, we have all these different sub niches. So what kind of sports are we going to publish in? Is it going to be baseball, basketball, biographies, coaching, extreme sports? We get to pick one of these. Let's pick survival skills. That sounds kind of sick. So I open it in a new tab and I can go down and see, does it give me an extra category? So is there some deeper categories inside the survival skills category? From what we can see here, this is the deepest we can go. So our niche is a sports niche and our sub niche is survival skills. And now we're going to go through these bestsellers in survival skills. And now we're trying to find different keywords that create a sub niche. So let's say here, prepare your home for a sudden grid down. Let's just open it so we can see the full title. Grid down situation. Grid down. So maybe grid down is a keyword. So I'm just going to write grid down so I can research it later. Now this one, bushcrafts. Let's open this up and see. Bushcraft survival skills. Let me just copy that. So we've got bushcraft survival skills. Let's open up some other ones. Survival hacks. That would be a nice keyword. Survival hacks. There's also wilderness survival. So that might be the same niche, but just a different way to say it. I'm going to add that as well. Let's see what else we can find. What about this one? Survival medicine handbook. Let's copy and paste this. Survival medicine handbook. That might be a niche. See, right now I'm just going through. I don't know what I'm going to actually do, but now I'm just trying to take as many ideas as possible from this niche. So I kind of have a list of what the books look like in this niche. So this one, wilderness survival again. So I think we have wilderness survival. We have wilderness survival, so let's not add it for the second time. Another wilderness survival here. Again, wilderness survival. So it looks like wilderness survival is one of the niches inside this niche. Okay, here's another different niche. Here's a different sub niche. Foraging for edible wild plants and mushrooms. So that might be a certain keyword. Foraging wild plants or foraging mushrooms. And there's also another one here, herbalist survival manual. So maybe someone might search herbal survival book. I don't know. No grid survival projects. So no grid survival might be a keyword. So this is a book about living off grid. Survival guide for kids, survival handbook. So this looks like it's all about survival. Okay, so we found a bunch of survival books in this niche. Let's try and pick another one. Let's pick water sports. There we go. So water sports gives us even more niches inside the water sports niche. So we have boating, canoeing, kayaking, scuba diving, I'm guessing, surfing. Let's click on surfing and we can go through and see the different types of surfing books. So this one is a biography, so I don't like to look at biographies. A true story of faith, family, blah, blah, blah. We can't do biographies. We need some non-fiction books that can basically just teach us something. Now, we're just trying to find the wording used on the covers so we can see the same wording used for search terms. So let's open up this one, see what it says. A guide to survive a rise life waves. Probably not, no. The ocean, the ultimate handbook of I can't even pronounce that, but I'm just going to copy that just in case. I don't really like the surfing one, so let's go pick something else. Boating, this one, how boat things work. So maybe it's a book about how boats work. We can go deeper into that to see if there's any books that are selling later on. Now let's close this tab, go back in the other tab and try and just pick something else. Let's try mountaineering. And now there's mountain climbing, or let's pick rock climbing. There we go, training for climbing. So we can make a book on teaching people how to rock climb. So let's copy that so we can search it later. And now I'm just going through and just trying to find different niches. This one, rock climbing techniques, maybe that's a keyword. Here, the most crucial knots to know. So this is a knot book for beginners. How to tie knots for camping. So that's probably in this niche as well. Great. So after we've gone through the categories and you compiled a big list of potentially what books you could possibly make, then you can move on to the second way of finding even more niches. So let's go back to our original categories. Let's pick something completely different. Let's say crafts, hobbies, and home. And now let's pick pets and animal care. Now, which pet do we want to pick? Let's say we want to pick rabbits. And that's the deepest we can go in this niche. So let's see what rabbit books are available. So there's a sticker puzzle, we don't want that. Pet rabbit handbook, that can be one. So it's basically how to train and take care of a rabbit. Awesome. Pet rabbit handbook. Let's copy that. So now that we clicked on this book, we can actually scroll down. And if you scroll down, you're going to see other rabbit books that come up. But not just other rabbit books. You can find other books similar to the niche that you just clicked on. So here it's a rabbit, but if you go down and here on the carousels, you can see this is about puppies. This is about dogs. Here, this is all about rabbits, but if I keep scrolling, I can probably find, there we go, complete guide to guinea pig. So now I can go back and instead of pet rabbit handbook, I can put guinea pig handbook. And I know roughly what I'm trying to look for. Here we have for a ferret, so I can type in ferret. And I know that later on, I'm going to try and find some niches about how to raise a ferret or how to look after a ferret. Let's see if there are any other animals that pop up. Here we've got a veterinarian guide. Maybe that's a little bit too advanced for us. Here you have puppy training. Let's try puppy training as well. And as you can see, I'm just slowly trying to go deep inside some niches and find other niches in that niche. Let's try one last one before we move on to qualifying some of the niches. So one last one, let's go crafts and hobbies. And then which one should we pick from here? Let's put soap making. We're going to teach people how to make soap. So here we have soap making book. Let's type that in. Soap making book. I don't know what this is. Let me open it up and see. How to make your own soap, candles. Okay, so this is everything with a B. This is how to make soap from honey. I'm guessing, I don't know. Soap making business. So maybe it's how to start a soap business. And then if I open up one of these, let's see what else comes up in the carousels underneath. So here, soap making, homemade products, organic body care. So organic body care might also be another keyword. Okay, so then you can just keep going, keep scrolling through these, and you're going to find a bunch of different books and a bunch of different niches. The ultimate guide to selling on Etsy. So see, that's not even related to this one, but you would have not have found this unless you clicked on soap making business startup. Well, I guess they both have the business side of it. Sell crafts online. So we can type in Etsy business as well. Great. So now we have a list. Obviously, your list is going to look a lot bigger than my one. When I first started, I had a list of over 300 different potential niches. Now then I went through each and every single one of them to find which one I thought I had the highest chance of success with. And the one that I picked, I ended up making a book for it, and that book brought in thousands of dollars every single month. So the bigger the list you have right now in your niche research period, the easier it's going to be for you to find the niche that's actually going to give you money later on. So now, how do we actually validate these niches?